Good morning. It is a beautiful morning here in Vail Village. We have a great show coming at you. If you're tuned in, this is Vail Valley Live. We are bringing you live shots, so much information. This time of year, it is so busy and there is so much going on. So thankfully, we're here to help keep everything on track and plan out your weekend. We're bringing you the weather. There is a live berry picker trail run happening that we're going to bring shots of. We're talking farmers market, Avon Arts Celebration, Vail Dance Festival, Rodeo. You get the point. Continue watching. The show is just about to begin.
It's summer
in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains. And we're out here
Living it.
living it.
Living it.
Lots to do.
lots to see.
Every morning.
Every morning.
At
7:30.
7:30.
It's Vail Valley Live.
It's Vail Valley Live.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Watch us now. Broadcasting live from 1300 West Haven Drive. That's the Grand Hyatt at Vail. You are watching Vail Valley Live. My name is Ty Diaz, and we're out here living it. Meredith shared with you where she is right now over at Vail, as she also detailed for you what's going to be our topic this morning on the show. Keeping the show on time. That's this show that we're talking about. A lot of people keep calling this show Vail Valley Live the show. But that's more of like a rapper's delight thing, the show, when you're live on stage. But this is a live TV show, I guess, and a live streaming show where you can interact with us on YouTube, on Facebook. There's a chat feature right there where you could say to us, hey, we found you, we're watching. Hey, met you over the weekend. Hey, Meredith, remember us from the dance festival and you told us to watch the show? And now we're watching, we're chatting in live, and we promised to do so. You can do that right there, Facebook and YouTube. Chat with us, say good morning, maybe tell another friend to meet you here during the show. We'll put both of your screen handles on there that you guys talk to each other while we give you content of what's happening this weekend. Saturday morning, the 30th of July. Where did the month go? Did you stop paying attention? Good. What lane are you in? The lowest lane? Yeah, that's a Superman reference. Okay, I got bad jokes this morning. So here's what's happening on Vail Valley Live. And topic-wise, Meredith is broadcasting live from Vail, giving you content about what's happening over there, getting you there for the weekend, farmers market, dance festival, the list goes on and on. We'll also be sharing with you content about art in Avon, the second weekend of the art installation that you can find going on down there. And this is big, Avon Arts Celebration, and it kicks off today at 10 a.m. It goes until about 5 o'clock. Ride your bike. Walk over there. Bring the dog too. Bring your debit card, or maybe someone's taking Venmo. Make some purchases and bring the art that you scored in Colorado in the Vail Valley home with you. Also on today's show, we'll be sharing with you a little bit about a wine maker's dinner that's going on. Pairing food and wine is always the topic. So what goes with chicken? White wine, red wine? What goes with beef? What goes with fish? Well, what do you like? Because the rules are out there, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't maybe mix it up and change the rules for you. That's the Winemaker's Dinner happening at the Four Seasons. We'll give you more topics and share with you the menu. Also giving you a little bit of shopping around Beaver Creek. And Meredith loves to shop. And speaking of which, let's go and check in with Meredith right now. Meredith, what are you buying us this morning? Breakfast? Coffee? A little bit of maybe some T-shirts? Oh, hands are full. 2 hands on that one. What in the world is that?
Almost like the burger grip.
That is huge. Have it your way.
I was pretty starving this morning.
What is
Okay, so I stopped at Loaded Joe's. So I'm just kind of in the heart of Vail Village, right by the transportation center. And so I stopped into Loaded Joe's, which is just right here. And they make really good breakfast sandwiches. So this one is the caprese sandwich with like egg. It's like the caprese breakfast sandwich.
Yeah, the caprese.
And they put balsamic on it. And then my favorite hot sauce, Fat Alley. They have have you heard of Fat Alley hot sauce?
I have not. But it looks
It's
delicious.
from
Whatever's going on there.
It's from Telluride. And it's special, and they serve it here. So I thought I'd just inspire some.
So it's kind of red, so we know that then. I thought it would have been green. Is there a temperature on this Fat Alley?
Oh, it's pretty spicy.
That's what we want to know.
Oh my gosh, it's so good, but it's got like a sweet, tangy bite to it. Definitely check it out. So this used to be the old Starbucks location,
Yeah.
but now the locals are taking over. Loaded Joe's has been around for a long time, local, small business owned. So I love supporting them and starting my day with a big breakfast.
It looks
I see
delicious.
you're drinking some coffee too.
I have coffee. It's Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea found at the Grand Hyatt at Vail in their marketplace. They kind of pull that garage door up open at 7 o'clock, stand in line, get a coffee, and they had dog treats on the counter. I'm not sure if it was free, but it was a jar full of dog treats. So if you're looking to get out this morning and get something for yourself, don't forget to get something for the dog too. And I imagine those dog treats should be at least $1 a bite, not necessarily free because dogs are expensive. And so is this coffee. So is life sometimes at a price. And so you're looking good in that Adidas. Where'd you score that?
Oh, actually, Michaela Schifrin.
Very nice.
Yeah, she hooked us up with some Adidas. We did a dance challenge last summer.
That's
So
right.
this is
I
my
remember that.
dance outfit. Yeah.
The dance is going on over at Vail. I mean, normally Cameron's in the hot seat here, but he's doing the dance festival. Dance festival kicked off last night. I've been watching it from the articles in the paper, but many have actually made it there. Did you make it to the dance festival? And if so, how's it going?
Well, I'm so excited about this dance festival. This is their 34th season. It's pretty outstanding. I unfortunately can't clone myself and be everywhere. I attended the rodeo last night, which
Oh,
was
yeah.
so much fun. So we'll get to that, but I heard rave reviews about last night. The cool thing about Damien's program and how he specifically does opening night is he'll showcase and just give you a small taste on what to expect throughout the festival. So 3 companies debuted last night: the Lamone Dance Company, Ephra Ashiri Dance, and Dance Aspen. So they all really had different styles and genres, but we had, of course, some of our favorites returning: Tyler Peck, Roman Meha, Callie Kwan, Robbie Fairchild, and so many more. So I really heard rave reviews. I'm so excited. I'll be there tonight. New York City Ballet Moves takes the stage tonight, and this is the touring arm of New York City Ballet. And they're going to be performing classical pieces. Roman Meha is going to be debuting in a piece, and Justin Peck is debuting new choreography. And if you're familiar with the name Justin Peck, he's a resident choreographer for New York City Ballet. He just did the choreography for the new West Side Story movie. He is an outstanding choreographer, so I can't wait to see his work. And the very cool thing about these shows is that Damien Wetzel, who's the artistic director, he really brings in live musicians. So most of the time, you're getting live music with the dancers, and it's just such a beautiful collaboration of art. So I can't wait to watch it tonight. We might go live before the show, so check it out. We're just here to bring you all that information. If you can't attend the performance, we can at least summarize it for you.
The dance festival, fantastic. If you go to my social media, and maybe found on yours too, you viewers, if you've been to the Vail Dance Festival ever before, a lot of our favorites have returned. Damien Wetzel, such an enjoyable person to speak with. Dance Aspen is new, that they've put together their own dance, I guess, troupe and a dance style. What's really cool, Meredith, and I love the dance festival when it comes around, are all the different dance styles that come out. Like you mentioned, happened last night. A few years ago, 2012, when I first met, I guess, Little Buck and Twitch and all those guys. They had dance TV when dance television was new and big, bringing on some of the group dancing and some of the like the Jabberwocky style of freeze frame dancing. And then, of course, you have like ballet, like you mentioned, and contemporary, just to list a few. You can get your tickets if you're looking to. We're going to come back with Meredith here shortly. If you're looking to get your tickets for the dance festival, you want to do so by visiting vaildance.org. Purchase them. Don't miss out on that. The dance festival kicked off last night, which was the 29th of July. Runs all the way until August 9th. That feels like about 10 days. Am I right? Is that 10 days? It feels like 10 days. if you do the math on there. And tonight's show, 7:30. You're watching Vail Valley Live. We're going to share with you what made headlines. I'll give you a look at the weather right now. Brought to you by the Outlets at Silverthorne. A beautiful blue sky for the start of our morning. Nice and bright where Meredith is. Let's take a look at the weather. Temperature-wise, chilly it might feel like in the morning, so do what you need to do early. Riding that bike early in the morning, maybe getting that jog in. You might want to do that too. But as far as that monsoonal flow, we're still in that pattern. Yesterday we had our alerts going out as far as that monsoonal and flash flood for our areas. But again, that's there for our safety as far as our bike rides and our commute along different corridors of the I-70. But looking at it for today, weather-wise and temperatures for the morning, starting out almost in the 50s, in feels the mid to upper 40s. We're looking at high temperatures in the Vail area, the mid 70s. Down valley, picking up areas of the 80s, not the triple digits. If you're escaping your triple digits areas to come here for cooler temperatures, let's take a look at how it's going to shape up for you the next few days. Tomorrow's being Sunday. We're looking at a mixture of clouds and sun, partly cloudy skies throughout the day. Same chances for precipitation today, tomorrow, and then kind of dipping a bit by the time Monday gets here, and a bit cooler Tuesday and Wednesday. Yeah, you chose the right time of year to be here with us to cool off. You're watching Vail Valley Live. When we come back, we'll be sharing with you what made headlines. Stay close.
Life is brimming with miles and miles of possibility. So gear up. Explore the world how you see fit. The right tires will show you that the experiences you make are the ones you take with you.
We love our house. Been here for years.
Yeah, but there's an animal in the attic. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
There are times I wonder, why can't I wear white after Labor Day?
Something on your mind? Chew on it. Twizzlers.
Broadcasting live from the Grand Hyatt at Vail, the address 1300 West Haven Drive, Vail proper. Here you'll find dining, you'll find a property that has a lot of amenities to enjoy, from throwing an axe right here, the cage is right outside of our window. You can enjoy a little bit of top golf, yappy hour on Thursdays, that's a doggy happy hour, and direct access to the Gore Creek right there for your fly fishing, bike, run, walk, take in the views, enjoy this being in the same building we are, Vail Valley Live, and we're going to give you a look at what made headlines in today's newspaper. Let's take a look at that right now. And let the festival begin. Right here, this beautiful photo. And I can't wait to get to the dance, the Vail dance. I'm sure you're thinking the same thing. Lyman Dance Company performs on the Vail Valley Foundation's opening night of the annual Vail Dance Festival yesterday, Friday, at the Gerald Ford Amphitheater in Vail. The festival runs through August 9th. You can find more about this topic and get caught up, especially if you're on your way here. You have to hurry up and catch the dance. It's on page. What page is that on? We'll find that one for you. But that's in today's newspaper. Let the festival begin. Also, local and regional, Be the Difference, finding a fundraiser in memory of a local resident, Brandon Merritt, raises over $200,000 for people with neurofibromatosis. Yes, you can find this topic. Brandon, I remember him from Beaver Creek. Last time I spoke with Brandon, he told me when I was reporting on a different program, he said, Ty, remember to tell everyone about frostbite. Protect yourself from frostbite today. And so Be the Difference is a local nonprofit, and it definitely has been very helpful, and we all miss Brandon very much, and we love him, of course. What a beautiful guy he was. Also, looking at the Vail Live, hashtag Vail Live, if you care to submit your photos about what's happening, where you've been. Climbing for teeners seems to be the thing, and you can find this young lady over here holding up the sign of her accomplishment. Also, featuring your pets, making them famous. Get your pet a dog treat today. This is Drama King Derek. Not all who wander are lost, except humans. They have a terrible sense of direction. Oh, yeah, that's that doggy's opinion? Is that what you're thinking? We have Leah driving the show right now. Also, another feature, we have this rodeo feature. What a great shot that is of this cowboy, I guess, or cowgirl, cow person on this horse. And what a stunt. Amazing. And you can find your picture in the Town Talk and the hashtag Vail Live simply by submitting it to the Vail Daily and adding the hashtag feature, hashtag Vail Live. Submit your photos on Instagram using that handle. In our fourth topic, where are we going from here? Sports and outdoors, Three Rivers 14U team ready for regionals. In this photo, catching that rainbow in the background, and there's the team covered in some soil and smiles and cheer and celebration. The Three Rivers Little League 14U All-Stars kicks off the regional tournament in Albuquerque on the 5th against the Texas East. In that lower photo, you'll find the Three Rivers made it through the district and state tournaments on the strength of their pitching depth, and it's a mistake-free time that they had there, and those are some of the topics. In arts and entertainment, expanding art in Vail Village, and art's everywhere, and everywhere that you walk around. If you stop, like they say, to smell the roses, maybe nearby you'll find a sculpture at that same location. The 4 contemporary art sculptures from local donors have recently been installed around the Vail Village parking garage. And this photo you see here, people are actually at the bottom of the steps of the Vail parking structure. And if you stop at the bottom of the steps and look around, you might find that sculpture too. And don't miss out on the opportunity to discover everything that's going on around Vail. In that way, art is all around you. Leah, you and I were having a discussion about art and how it may impact us. And you were sharing with me, growing up, being exposed to art. You said you're exposed to creative people, art, and how does that impacted you as a person?
I was saying that I think that it's made me a better thinker and more creative thinker, outside of the box.
Thinking outside of the box. Now, out of the box, when we learn how to color in kindergarten, in pre-K or however that's word, they teach you to color inside of the box and inside of the shape of colors. But I like seeing the ones where the colors of your crayons and your paint, because outside of your tutorial in the beginning stages of art. And that's also thinking outside of the box. And with art, you can't rush it. And with art, it's left to the eye of the beholder, what you see in art and what you can appreciate. All right, what's our next move here in the show? We are going to take a look at traffic. Let's see how your commute's looking this morning. Let's take a look at those cameras along I-70. Log on to cotrip.org. Let's check out the roads before you go. Wintertime, summertime. There's a lot to pay attention to while you're out there. Well, the beauty, nature, but also the signs that let you know about construction and wildlife and how traffic is doing, so that before you go, maybe you're thinking, let's just wait and let traffic get ahead of us. Sometimes with heavy summertime traffic, this is one of the peak time of year. You'll find traffic flow mitigation going on along the I-70 corridor, Vail Pass, all the way to the Johnson and Eisenhower Tunnel. This morning, a lot of movement, kind of unusual. We're looking at medium to almost heavy already, and it's not even 8 o'clock yet. And we're looking at a lot of pull-alongs going on out there. I mean, we're seeing boats out there. We're seeing people pulling their rafts out there, and some people are pulling their homes out there. And so we definitely want to be mindful of that and paying attention to wildlife and construction and paying attention to the police cars that are on the side of the road. So watch your speed while you're out there. But it's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful for that drive. Speaking of beautiful, how about a winemaker's dinner? You looking for some ideas? Where's the best place to go to eat around Vail? Find one that has an event. There's an upcoming one if you need to make plans ahead. The winemaker dinner that's happening at the Four Seasons Resort at Vail, known as Flame Restaurant. You can enjoy a first course of white asparagus panna cotta, jumbo lump crab, blood orange emulsion, basil oil, and some caviar. There's also the second course of live scallop crudo. Oh, I'm ordering that one, Leah. That's my jam right there. Jalapeno colas, beach mushrooms, preserved lemon, sea beans. I'm not sure what that is. Baby radish. That's just beautiful. I can imagine what that presentation looks like. In your third course, roasted duck. And it all just tastes like dark meat. Just a nice fatty duck right there. Celery root puree, crisp mustard greens, pickled mustard seeds, morel mushrooms. Those are being sourced. So the Colorado morels, and you got a black sauce. You're looking to explore your palate and discover something new than just the basics. This sounds like the dinner for you. Let's go to the fourth course of a Colorado elk loin, potato, pave caramelized, capellini, onions, roasted heirloom carrots. I'm getting hungry just thinking about this. This will make for a great, like, if you did get a to-go box, a doggy box, you know, you don't finish your course, throw this into like an omelet the next day, or just eat it cold. I bet all these flavors will just explode. Roasted heirloom carrots. Oh man, huckleberry demi-glaze. You feeling like me right now? 5 courses. There's a honey semi-fredo, brown sugar cake, roasted pineapple, ginger whipped ganache. That is your winemaker's dinner at Flame. You want this reservation, 6 p.m. kickoff, August 11th. Get your tickets for this one. 5 courses. And, oh man, I'm ready for that right now. Can we just go ahead and get a sneak preview? Can you send that over, Flame? We'll eat it right here on the show. The owner of the show loves watching us eat food. Speaking of eating food, Meredith, let's see if she's cheeking any of that big sandwich, that breakfast sandwich that you had there. Did you finish that?
Oh, yeah.
Did you really?
Long gone.
If I eat things, I'm like wearing it too. And if I'm having something to chase it down like a red wine, I'm wearing it too. If you notice, I'm always wearing dark colors because I wear my food, and this is a good way to let it blend in. Speaking of blending in, beautiful background that you're blending in with over there. Where are you?
Gorsuch. They do such an amazing job with their buildings. Let me just give you a little view. Look at this. Oh my gosh. It's like one of my favorite corners in Vail. So I'm at the promenade right by Patagonia and Peppies. There's actually going to be a dancing in the streets right here tomorrow. So we'll go live. So keep, follow us and you can watch it because we're going to do it live. But it's going to be awesome. So they do dancing in the streets. So they really enjoy bringing dance to all kinds of people, whether you're a dancer with zero experience or a pre-professional dancer. They have so many master classes. But anyways, we talked a lot about dance. The other thing I wanted to talk about was the rodeo. Hi, this was so much fun. I went last night, and I have to debrief with you. It was so much fun.
So I feel like I saw Trisha Swenson populating photos. She was there with some family friends, and that's where the locals meet, and that's where the guests meet. And this is the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo. It's been going on for, I guess, maybe 70 years right there in this location.
I think it's 83, actually.
80? How long?
I think it's 83.
Years,
the first one was in 1939.
Oh, man. I have to break out a calculator and do the math on that one. Can you do that, Leah, really quick? 2022 minus 1930.
82nd.
82nd. All right. Well, I don't want to waste the time of using the calculator if we already started. But I tell you what, that's a long time. And you're born here, raised here. You grew up here. You went to school here. And so did you grow up going to this rodeo? And I'm not saying that you're 82, Meredith. Don't. I'm not saying that.
My parents took me when I was younger, but I really didn't have the best memory. So last year was my first time in a long time, let's say that. And it was so much fun. And so I went again this year, and it's just like an iconic thing to do in the summer. There's a whole fair, so it's light up and so many different rides, like the Twister and the yo-yo swings and all the carnival food. My favorite part, honestly, was the elote corn. It was so good, but you're gonna find your funnel cakes. There were so many tacos, fresh lemonade. We got like this Irish potato chip, so it was like curly potato chips. The food was like how you'd imagine fair food, pretty awesome. But the rodeo was so fantastic. It lasted about 2.5 hours actually, so it's a decent size show, and it's a professional rodeo, so the talent and the caliber of talent is through the roof. So, this is some of the live shots of the barrel racing, which is one of my favorite parts of it. And my other favorite, and normally the crowd's favorite, is the mutton busting. And I don't know if Leah has these videos ready, but I watched a little girl go all the way across the arena holding on to her goat.
Oh, yeah.
Is it a goat or a lamb?
It's sheep.
Sheep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she was holding on to that sheep, and she made it all the way across. And then there was another moment where a bull actually rammed the barrel that the clown was in, and it flipped over. It was very exciting. It's definitely not your normal show. I normally am not watching animals getting lassoed, but hey, it was some pretty good entertainment.
Entertainment. We're talking about the rodeo. We're talking about how people regard the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo. This is the real rodeo. It's the big one. It's been going on for 82 years now. Mutton busting. I watched this when, I'm thinking to myself, I don't have any kids. I'm like, if I had a kid, would I put my kid on there? So what's life's lessons when it comes to mutton busting? And your kid's on there, and you get the digs. You get thrown off of there. It's kind of cute. You got the awe factor. Then you got to pick the kid up, shake him off, get back out there, kid. Let's get the next kid out here.
It makes him tough. But I will say the rodeo is sold out tonight.
Yeah.
But I went with a friend yesterday, and he didn't have a ticket, and there was a bunch of other people looking for tickets. They kind of had a little paper I need a ticket, and there are definitely people selling oh, my daughter didn't come, and you have a chance to kind of scalp a ticket right there. But you don't get into the rodeo, it's totally fine. There's plenty of food. Exactly. It's just like that. But there's plenty of food and fairs, and then Triple Nickel is going to be the band in the evening, and they've played every night, and they were so good, just like your iconic country band. So one last day, and also the 4-H auction is happening at 11 today. So big stuff happening down in Eagle.
I'll tell you what, you just let us know that this Eagle County Fair and Rodeo is bigger than we're thinking. And from some of the video footage that we shared, thanks Leah for doing that. Big kids, little kids alike. So don't be hesitant. Don't be shy. You grown-up, sophisticated kids. That is just for kids. It's for the kid in you too to get out and experience the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo. Tickets are available. You can do so. It's the big one, and there's food there too. And it goes by some crazy names and some crazy delights. Speaking of crazy, we're going to share with you more stuff around the valley to get you feeling a little crazy, a little on vacation here in Vail and Vail Valley Live. Stay close.
Experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
To find a cure for osteoarthritis, why not look to the body's own power to heal? At the Steadman Clinic and Steadman Philippon Research Institute, we're working with the National Institutes of Health to conduct a clinical trial treating osteoarthritis of the knee. To learn how you can participate in this clinical trial, call or visit our website today. The Steadman Clinic and Steadman Philippon Research Institute. The future of orthopedic medicine is here.
At Duracell, we're obsessed with bringing a better battery to life. Your life. With power-boost ingredients. When it matters. More life in your controller, so it's game over for him. More time powering her mobile. For the power nap you need. More from your headlamp at its brightest. For more brilliant memories. Engineered for you. Engineered for more.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Liv Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact your Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love.
You're watching Vail Valley Live, giving you a look at the weather. Bring that poncho with you. Bring a sweater with you. If you're used to triple digits and hotter weather and you came here because it's cooler, that's great, but it could affect you because you went somewhere else to experience the weather, and who knows what that might bring. But views are going to be gorgeous. The sun's going to be out today. Temperatures have changed since the last time we looked at the weather. That's a jump right there. That's like a 6-degree difference. 54 when it was, 46 or 48, whatever the number was before the last time we checked in. That's what we're calling for today. We're in that monsoon pattern, but slight for today. Still a chance to pick up that moisture, but not equally distributed around the Vail Valley. There are some areas that might pick up a squelch. Somewhere else might not get it. It could be just 5 feet to the left or to the right of you, in front of you or behind you. And that's a lot like country line dancing if you think about it. So let's take a look at the next few days. Tomorrow is Sunday, picking up similar weather pattern as today with the mid-70s. Overnight low temperatures, the mid to upper 40s, partly cloudy skies. Keep it mostly cloudy in the forecast for our Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Look at that dance right there. The 70s, do you like that? Bring the 70s back. We're going to this week. You've chose a good time to be here with us. Speaking of a good time, Meredith's having a blast out there. Walking around. It's nice. She's in Vail. And Meredith, and you grew up here, you're born here, but even for you, it's like, it's a new place for you sometimes around Vail, seeing it for the first time, like the rodeo, and where you are, seeing this for the first time myself, where are you and what's going on?
So I'm at the base of Gondola 1, and there's a really exciting race happening put on by the VRD, and this is the Dinosaur Berry Picker Run. So this is a 4.5-mile trail run race up Berry Picker, but it's starting in Vail, and it's a 14% grade, like incline, so it's no joke. It's a straight up climb. But the race just began. I'm not exactly sure how many runners, but I saw a pretty big group. So they start here and they're running 4.5 miles. No cash prize for the winner, but Northside Donuts, which we always love. So it's encouraged to come spectate it. And actually right now, for the next 25 minutes, the gondola is open for free for spectators to head on up. So I'm going to get on the gondola, Ty, and I'm going to bring you live shots from the gondola.
How are you going to do that?
Because this race, they're allowing spectators to go up. Normally, the gondola opens at 9:30, which is why Ty is so surprised. It's 8:05, and I'm going to hop on the gondola, but it's your guys' lucky day. You get some live shots of the gondola and the top of the mountain. It's going to be fantastic.
Fantastic. VRD, that stands for the Vail Rec District, and like Meredith is sharing with you, donuts. Donut holes or donuts supplied by Northside. That's the restaurant that you'll find off of Highway I-70 at Avon, Northside Restaurant. They have Southside, and that would be, is that Bender's Southside? And then there's Eastside. What do they call the one at Vail?
I don't think there's quite an east side, but there is a west side.
West Side, that works okay. So West Side, North Side, South Side, restaurants. And then they have Fattoria Restaurant, Bender's Burgers, that same place the donut holes are coming from, and their new restaurant opening up in Edwards called Ed's. Okay, we're gonna let Meredith make moves. We're gonna make moves right now, sharing with you what's going on in Beaver Creek. Is that where you're going today? You're spending the week there. Today you can get your picture drawn, not taken. I mean, you can take pictures, but you can get your picture taken while getting your picture drawn. We're talking a caricature drawing of you. And I'm always a little leery of these pictures. Leah, have you ever had a caricature artist do your picture and you're thinking to yourself, why'd they make my nose look like that? Why do you own one? I might still have one. What's with my teeth? Why they make my ears look like that? I'm not wearing that kind of shirt. Where did the ball cap come from? That's the comedy with caricatures, making a character of you. Complimentary, Ken Carpenter, between 4 and 6 p.m. If you get one done, send it to us. Do a side-by-side of what they drew of you. Let me be as critical as you are, saying, I don't look like this picture. Do you look like your caricature when you're done? Do you see yourself in cartoon? Leah? No? Yeah? Creative? I'm a creative mind. My imagination's crazy. Tomorrow, you can find live music, Helmet Fricker in Beaver Creek between 1 and 3 p.m., teaching you how to yodel, telling some jokes. He will teach you how to play the alpenhorn, may even let you take a picture with Helmet. And if you feel like drawing a picture with you and Helmet, see what your artwork looks like. Send it to us. We want to see what you're doing, because Helmet is a character. Also, Fossil Passe Stories with Billy Doran tomorrow, 4 until 5:30. Telling you about the dinosaurs and what we found here in the mountains that roamed all around us. And I feel like I see dinosaurs all the time, but my imagination takes me there. And that's what storytelling does. Oh man, speaking of stories, what stories would you tell when you go shopping? Earlier in the show, Meredith was sharing with us a story about how she went shopping in McGovern's closet for that Adidas that she's wearing, but you can do a little shopping yourself in the closets of the Beaver Creek Sports.
Hey there, it's Meredith with Vail Valley Live, and we're here at Beaver Creek Sports, and I thought we'd do a little bit of shopping. I love the store because it's got great mountain brands, recognizable brands, and right now is a good time to do some ski shopping because there's tons of sales, so come on.
It's time to move on, cause my time is now. I am a woman, play by my own rules, to fit on solid ground. And then I take the first step, a million more, and I make mistakes I never made before. But I made up my mind, I'm through feeling scared, I'm leaving all that behind. So I'm gonna let it shine on you. Make room for everything that's true. Do whatever I want and
summer, enjoy the joy of America's gift to music, jazz, and its many subgenres at the 28th Annual Vail Jazz Festival. Headliner concerts are Thursday evenings at Lion's Head, and free concerts are Sunday evenings at the Solaris Plaza. For more information, go to vailjazz.org.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outletsatsilverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
If Mark, Mr. Cartoon Machado, didn't have the fighting spirit to draw out his passion, he never would have turned chrome into a canvas. If he let a lack of tools stop him, he never would have started tattooing using a homemade machine. And if he listened to those who said you need an art degree, he never would have perfected the street look that made him a street legend. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, root for those with a fighting spirit.
Those views are beautiful, are gorgeous. That's the area, but not in the components where the interstate meets, the buildings and the resort and the hotels and that whole thing. All that's nice, you know, the restaurants. But out and you can catch those views today if you're at Vail and Beaver Creek. Your own views, your own perspective, as far as you can see, by taking a scenic gondola ride, doing a nice little hike, finding a location, sitting on the chairs and the benches and the high top tables of nature, and take pictures and just say, wow, look at where I'm on top of the world. And speaking of on top of the world, that's where Meredith is making her way to on a gondola ride at Vail. And you're inside of one right now. That's what number are you in? Gondola one, which gondola car? You pay attention to that?
Yeah!
Good number, part of a race.
You're right.
This is beautiful where you are.
Like we said, the gondola normally opens at 9:30. The show is set at 8:30, so we missed the gap. But guys, I'm on the gondola. Guys, this is a live shot. Gondola 1. When I was getting on, I heard a guy talk to some of the staff. He was like, last time I was here, they were bubbles.
Yes, that was the Vistabon. The Vistabon chairlift was, I believe that was known as 16, I think was the chairlift number or the chairlift line back then when I moved here. But that's the thing to do. Pan for that view of the beautiful Gore Range as far as the eye can see. Looking at East Vail, now looking more west, and now looking more north. There's Potato Patch. I used to live up there. There's Vail. That's what we're thinking. There's Solaris. Yeah. And I can see my house from there. Can you see your house from there, Meredith? You live in Vail, don't you?
Yeah, it's a little too west, but I can see the Ford Amphitheater actually, and obviously the Gore Range. The sun is just coming up over it, so it's a little bit shadowed. But oh my gosh, if you haven't been on the gondola this summer, this is your reminder. how gorgeous it is. To take a scenic route, if you bought your pass for the 22-23 season, that'll work, and you can get on with that pass. Otherwise, you can just buy a single pass. If you're not wanting to buy a pass, you gotta hike up, and then you can download for free and soak in the views. And it's just so great to be on Vail Mountain in the summer, because we're often in the winter, but it's so cool to see what the actual terrain looks like. You can really visualize the different ski runs and try to name them. But luckily, we've gotten so much moisture, so everything is so green, as you can see. It is lush and beautiful. I can't wait to get to the top and see the views from up there, and hopefully we can see the running pack. They're running 4.5 miles, and again, they are doing the Berry Picker Trail Run, which is why this gondola is open from 8 to 8:30 for spectators to get to the top. So you have about 13 more minutes left to hop on the free gondola, people.
That's some good advice
Gorgeous.
right there. And that's why you're on that gondola. The views are fantastic. And you started out at the base of Gondola 1, the old Chair 16 location. Now, Gondola 1 is named after the old two-seater chairlift, which used to be there. The old racing chairlift that came right above Pepe's face, that was known as chairlift number 1. And now Gondola 1 was kind of christened, celebrating Vail's 50 years, turning 60 now, 10 years ago when that chairlift, that gondola opened. Heated, there's Wi-Fi inside, music's supposed to play in there to entertain you while you're there taking in these views. And what's really cool, Meredith, about that Gondola 1 line that you're in, all of those gondola cars are not in numerical order, because, well, we all would wait in line to try to get into the one that's painted gold, celebrating 50 years, but so that we can keep the line moving, they put it in different orders, and it's a random chance to be in the gold carrier car, Gondola 1. Now, have you ever skied this line or snowboarded this line in the wintertime, covered in snow? And I wonder if the viewers at home even recognize this line now that it's green and there's growth and it's brilliant like this. Have you ever just mobbed through there in the winter?
I don't know. I definitely mobbed through over here. This is that's Chair 2 right there. So Chaos Canyon and Lodgepole, you'll come out here. Oh my gosh, it's so, like we said, it's so cool to see the mountain in the summer. The other opportunity is just to hike, to bike. There's so much great mountain biking on this gondola, and you can even over in Lion's Head do a bike haul, and that is also super cool.
Very cool stuff. And I wonder if we'll find any evidence of snow lingering in any points once you make it to the top. At the top of there, from 8,150 feet above sea level at the bottom of that chairlift, you're probably making your way to 10,200 feet, 250-ish feet above sea level. That's Meredith. She's over at Vail, Gondola 1, taking a scenic ride, giving us views, panoramic, all around of the Gore Range, the north side of Vail. Sky conditions for your weather looking fantastic. Yeah, get out there today, get a lift ticket, and maybe a lift and lunch. Put those things together. Now, if Vail is not on your radar, what about Beaver Creek? Do you wonder what's going on at Beaver Creek? Let's take a look with Trisha Swenson.
Here we are, we're snowed in. This is the 10-foot diameter snow globe, and it's part of Beaver Creek Wonder. And we're gonna walk you around and show you these great art installations that are gonna be year-round, winter and summer. They wanted them to be very interactive and very photo-worthy, Instagram-worthy. And the cool thing about this, it's a 10-foot diameter globe, and it's made out of 152 of these pieces of tempered glass. And then you can see a little bit of the design and the facets that look like snowflakes as well. And then if you come on inside, we have composite flooring, stainless steel globe, and look at the lighting. This is so cool to come in here at night. And check it out. The acoustics are absolutely perfect. This is Chips. It resembles a laundry truck, a mail truck, ice cream truck. What they plan to do with it is serve chocolate chip cookies out the window on both sides. Lining the truck, we've got these really cool acrylic pieces giving it this frosty look, and that carries over to the windows as well. But if you hop in, it's summertime. We've got the green grass, we've got the seats for you, and the paneling is pine beetle kill wood. I've seen keys in it, I've just never seen anyone drive it. This one is called Reflections, and for good reason. You can see reflection in any of the 26 skis that are located in the plaza. They've dug deep down into the plaza to keep these things upright. They're made of stainless steel and polished stainless steel. The highest one is 9 feet, and it spans 21 feet across the plaza. The frost flowers offer a little bit of shade during the day, but at night they are lit up by colorful LED lights. This is such a cool thing to look at. The petals are reminiscent of snowflakes and the biology of flowers. These are made of stainless steel and aluminum. The tallest one is 27 feet high and weighs 2,600 pounds. This piece of art is called Super G, and it pays homage to the Super G and downhill races that we have every year on the Birds of Prey. But this is a huge goggle. It is 7 feet wide by 8 feet tall. We've got an acrylic lens that changes colors with LED lighting once the sun goes down. And then the rest of the frame of the strap is made out of aluminum and carbon fiber.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We got the brand that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We're for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outlets@silverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Are you ready for summer gardening? Here at Knapp Garden Center, we take pride in our selection of beautiful, hand-picked, perennial, and annual flowers. We also carry a wide variety of delicious veggie starters, herbs, bushes, shrubs, trees, soil amendments, and so much more. Our selection is carefully chosen for our altitude, soils, and climate and reflect the hardiness of the Rocky Mountains. Visit us today at 295 Rule Road in Eagle. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30 p.m., and weekends from 8 to 4. Knapp Garden Center has everything you need to craft your beautiful outdoor space this summer.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Grand Hyatt Vail, Hyatt's newest luxury resort in Vail.
1300 West Haven Drive, that's the address of Vail Valley Live, our studio location located in the Grand Hyatt at Vail, giving you a look at the weather. And from here, as far as I can see, look at that. It's gorgeous outside. blue skies, some clouds, monsoonal flow. We're still in that season, keeping things nice and cool. Slight chance for a little squelch, some precipitation today, otherwise relying on that sunshine. Temperatures are holding nicely since the last we checked in, the mid-50s. And over that low temperatures, we're going to find the 40s. High temperatures at Vail, the mid-70s. Down Valley, picking up the 80s. You know what? Down Valley, there's an art festival going on where you can find over 80 artists. It's known as the Avon Arts Celebration. It kicks off at 10 a.m. today until 5. Tomorrow, 10 until 4. Want to play with a little bit of watercolor? Let's learn from an artist right now from there.
If you've ever been in the Blue Moose in Beaver Creek or Vail, you'll recognize this art. I'm at the Avon Arts Celebration, and I'm joining today with Peter Freischlag, the artist. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Blue Moose has two of my original moose, one in Vail, one in Beaver Creek. There's another similar piece. We only do originals, no prints or reproductions. And they're watercolors treated with a beeswax resin that UV protects the painting, waterproofs it, keeps it from yellowing or shrinking once the painting is mounted to a custom wood panel. So it's been a great journey to get away from the traditional glass of watercolor, so we're truly pushing the boundaries of what can be done with watercolor.
Absolutely, I can tell. And everything kind of has a similar palette. How many colors do you work with?
I'm working with 6, maybe 7 colors, but they're colors that do this. Some watercolors bounce into each other, but these 6 colors create an array of colors anywhere on the spectrum, and it's been a beautiful journey. And if I can make you smile and say hello to your new critter, or walk in and in a joyous mood after you've seen my painting, I really did my job. So.
Absolutely. I can tell you're inspired by animals and the outdoors. I mean, this piece right here, fantastic. I mean, we all love skiing. This is a very unique piece.
Really fun to paint. Light pencil sketch, and then you start with developing the sunset. It's a really good example of the negative in watercolor. The white on the skier and the goggles, and through here is all the paper, because I can't paint white. Now I can splatter white as he comes off the edge. I can splatter the white, but the white in here is the actual paper coming through.
Wow.
Just like the edge, I can't paint to the edge. If I paint to the edge, it'll all bleed back and run. However, this, I actually picked the entire easel up and I let it run just to have it fun. And this is what's cool about watercolors this size, is you can really see the minerals split in the paint. You can really see watercolors do watercolors, and then you get this wonderful serendipitous surprise of mountains that was completely unintended, as was the purple, because purple's not in my palette. But you create purple, It shows up, but you've got some definite mountains, so it's a really fun piece. And the goggles make it all, because when you're looking at a piece like this or any art, you can always ask, where does the artist start you? Where do you start in the painting? Where does the artist take you? And then where do you exit? So I'm always coming back to the goggles in this piece.
Totally.
So it's a really fun piece. So it needs a good home.
Definitely. I'm sure that this art and this craft takes a lot of trial and error. How long have you been at this?
30 years of practice, and
you can tell.
When I originally started, it was about 1 out of 20. You'd have to start over, because you can't erase, you can't undo. You can correct, kind of like playing, you're saving like a goalie in hockey. You're trying to save the painting, but you can't correct it. So pretty much I'm 10 out of 10. If I start something, it's really rare, really rare. If it's something I've never done before, or it's a special request of a color that's not in that group of 6, it can be a little tricky. But pretty much, if you've done it before especially, you can do it over. They're always different. They're all originals. Everyone's different. So.
That is cool.
So
and you do commissions as well?
50% of our work is specific commissions for specific places and homes. People like the horse herd. We just did one twice as big that will be delivered tomorrow. The moose that you saw that are in Blue Moose, I mean, those are usually asked, can we do it bigger? Can we get it bigger?
Bigger. And that's just so unique for the watercolor.
Yeah, you just don't see it.
No.
So. Last weekend we sold a flutter that was 64 by 100, 5-panel flutter. So They're big, which is fun.
Fantastic. Well, these all need homes, as he said, but you can also come and just check it out, chat with Peter, maybe even dream up a commission work that you'd like him to do. You can find this at the Avon Art Celebration right at Nottingham Lake. It's 10 to 5 Friday and Saturday and 10 to 4 on Sunday. We hope to see you there. And I know you hope to see
I hope to see you there too.
Thanks so much, Peter.
Thank you.
Had a big old sandwich for breakfast and taking in the views. That's what your day is going to be like. Let's see where she is now. Berry picker. Now, as far as trails and being on Vail Mountain, Trisha was sharing with us last week, there's codes on the trails letting you know easiest to intermediate. The green circle means beginner. The blue square means intermediate as far as summertime trails, but there are no black diamond hiking trails. But she also described Berry Picker as being very difficult and challenging as far as the uphill, maybe discouraging is basically the way she worded that. And there's a race going on that very trail this morning where you are. Are you in this race? Do you have a bib number going with those Adidas that you're wearing from Schifrin's closet?
No bib number today, Ty. I'm still recovering from a knee injury, so I haven't been able to get to as many summer activities as I would like. But, you know, soaking in the views is for free. We are here at the top of Vail Mountain. You can recognize it. There's Mid-Vail, where we love to get fries and some hot cocoa, the Gore Range, and then we have some of the busiest chairlifts right here, which is 3 and 4. So this is a big intersection of the mountain. This is normally where you see a lot of people and long lines. It is so popular, but you know, it's really the heart of the mountain, I would say, Mid-Vail. And there's so many different hiking trails. I am a little bit more used to hiking up like Cabin Fever, or even biking up, and then you'll just kind of end up here, and then I'll start mountain biking from this point. But you can even go up Meadows Loop and Kinnikinnick up straight to the top, where you will be where the top of like chair 2 is. But it is a perfect day. I mean, there's not a cloud in the sky. Visibility is excellent. And this gondola will shut down in just a little bit, so it doesn't confuse the people at the bottom thinking it's open. Because normally the gondola opens at 9:30.
Yes, the views are fantastic over there. As far as using chairlift or gondola access to get on the mountain, Vail or Beaver Creek, you're only going to find Gondola 1 at Vail Village proper. You're going to find number 19, I believe it is, over at Lion's Head, the Eagle Bond Gondola, as far as getting on the mountain. And then at chair 6, Gondola Chairlift 6 at Beaver Creek. As far as chairs 3 and 4 at Vail, where Meredith is, that's only accessible during the winter time. But if you're trying to make it to that 11,000 foot level, you're going to have to earn it, and you're going to earn those views as well. What's really fun, Meredith, though, when we find guests coming to town, and maybe it's a long-running joke, people try to get a Lyft, a taxi, an Uber to the Mid-Vail. That's not possible. That's a restaurant on top of the mountain.
But there is a gondola. This here is the 10th, so tons of weddings happen. I would love to get married there. Pretty spectacular.
And
it's kind of new too.
I
would say it's probably
as far as getting married there. I mean, are you going to pop the question anytime soon? And to anyone?
No. Nope. Far from that, Ty. Far from that.
Dangerous question, Ty. Stop it.
Yeah. Shh.
Any snow? Any snow around?
No snow. Nope. I can't see any snow. Oh, right. Over in the Gore, I see a little patch. But my boyfriend actually, he's got like 48 months in a row that he snowboards. So he chases the snow in the summer, and you can always find small little patches around Colorado. So last month we went to the 4th of July Bowl in Breckenridge on Peak 10, and there was some snow, and actually there was like a huge event. It was pretty awesome. And then I think this weekend for August, he's trying to go to St. Mary's Glacier. Have you been there?
No, I have not, but I've heard of these places, and that's what happens around here. We know people that are very active, and they're getting out in the mountains, and some of us, beginners, and we keep it right there, remote to the resort area, and others kind of get more extreme. They do these 14ers like your boyfriend does with Zach Varon, who has his name listed to run for town council. Zach Varon and your boyfriend are friends, and he's always chasing snow. They're hiking to that spot, and they bring their skis with them and get that little 10-foot patch, and they're slashing the gnar, that little patches of snow that you can find out there. But there's none where you are over at Vail. The views are fantastic, Meredith. I thank you very much. You enjoy the rest of your day while you're out there. Anything else you want to share with us before we go?
Well, here is the race finish. They're 36 minutes into it, and you can see that there's a lot of spectators just hanging out. They're not breaking a sweat. They're just chilling, soaking in the views, hopefully wearing their sunscreen. But I'm going to chill here at the top and wait and watch the finish since I missed the start of the race, but that's okay. We were just delivering all the content. We hope you guys have a great weekend. Like we said, there's so much going on. Ty, what are you, out of everything that's happening this weekend, what are you trying to do to get to?
Take advantage of the perks that you can find if you read all the signs and open up our local media content to find out what's free, what's available, what's going on, and it's experiencing it all. Thank you very much, Meredith. Broadcasting live over at Vail and here at the studios at the Grand Hyatt at Vail. You are watching Vail Valley Live. If you missed anything on the show, you can always go on YouTube and catch the replay there, catch what you missed. Until then, enjoy today. We'll see you.
It's summer
in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains. And we're out here
Living it.
living it.
Living it.
Lots to do.
lots to see.
Every morning.
Every morning.
Every morning.
At 7:30.
7:30.
It's Vail Valley Live.
It's Vail Valley Live.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.